Okay, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, Saturday morning, man. And I'm headed down here. The chase continues, like I said. So there's another Tractor Supply down here that's got some bush hog stuff, blades and all. Uh, the one in Noonan, though, they said they had on their website. They quit carrying them because they don't sell enough of them, was what they told me yesterday. Uh, but the one down here in Griffin, it's right on the outside of Griffin, Georgia, and there's a lot there's a lot of farming going on down here and stuff. So, and it's right on the way to McDonough, so I can make it on the way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go by there first and see if they got the blade bolts. Uh, they're showing that they got them, but they're not showing the exact size and style and all that. Because there's a good chance that McDonough is not even going to have these blade bolts. So now I have to weigh it. Okay, I guess, worst case scenario, and it all becomes about how you want to spend your time, I guess. So, I don't like spending my time doing this kind of stuff, but I understand that it's necessary too. And yeah, I'm super pissed at, more at myself, really. Not pissed, but frustrated at myself, really, for, leaving there last week with the wrong blade bolts and $460 in money spent, and I got the wrong stuff. Well, I got the wrong blade bolts anyway. So I do kind of like those big fat blades. I think they'll work a lot better on that cutter. But and I may have to reach out somewhere and order the blade bolts from King Cutter or something, because MTL has a website and they have parts, but I don't trust it, man. And like I said earlier, you're not spending $30, and I want to make sure I got the right bolts when I'm spending my time more than anything, and my money. But I may be able to go down here to this Tractor Supply down here, and they might have everything I need. So I'm gonna go there first, and then based on what they have or don't have, I will, make my move to McDonough or not. I don't see me not going to McDonough and getting the money back on the blade bolts at the minimum. But if I can find these blades cheaper at Tractor Supply and they got them there, then I'll buy them and we'll take these expensive ones back, because these are really expensive. As I'm looking online and I'm looking at different type of blades for bush hogs and 72 inch, 60 inch, whatever. None of them are more than $60 each. None of them. Yeah. These things right here were $130 each or something like that. Yeah, $120 each. Real expensive when you compare it to, what I'm seeing. Maybe it's a better kind of steel. Probably not, man. It's probably made for the same people. So, but again, wasting more time. Is it a waste? Well, if you can get it right the first time, that's what you want, right? I mean, that's just me, man. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. We're going to know one way or another. And it ain't even like I need the brush cutter today or nothing. But see, I don't want to have things half put together, half apart, and all that, sitting there for nothing. You never know when I'm not going to have time to do this, though. I mean, it's pretty dry in my area, so it's extremely dry actually. This is, I mean, we have had, you know, hardly, I mean, I can't think of a day that it rained other than, you know, a little, about an hour the other night. Like right now, there's not a cloud in the sky, and it's 8:45 in the morning. So let's get on down here to Tractor Supply in Griffin and see what they got. If Tractor Supply don't have the blade bolts, and if McDonough don't have the blade bolts, then I'm going to take everything back and put it back together, and then we'll figure out, I'll know, at least I'll know what to buy, and I'll order it. I didn't really want to put $460 in the old cutter anyway, but on some of the jobs that I've been on where I'm brush cutting, for cutting grassy stuff, right? I gotta get all this stuff done so I can really focus on some marketing. I got some feelers out there, and I got a couple of jobs I could probably press and make happen. But I tell you, man, people are a little bit funny with the money right now. I'll be honest with you. I had the one job lined up where I was going to do a clearing for him, and he was going to spend $1,400. But then I went back, you know, he wanted to order a dumpster, so I sent him the dumpster information. And I went over there and we cut the grass the other day, me and Cam, and I said, because me and him kind of scheduled to do the brush cutting, you know, as the lawns died down. And he came, I was talking to him when he was paying me, you know, for this, me and Cam cutting the grass. And he was saying he done ran into something that, well, he might have to not be able to do that right now. So if you're me, and good thing about owning the equipment and all the stuff I talk about all the time is, okay, he is not wanting to spend right now, right? So if I don't get any work for the skid, then I'll lower my number down a little bit. Maybe go to 1,200, right? Just to get, you know, if I make 1,200 in 5 or 6 hours, okay. In an ideal market, sometimes you have to adjust these things. And people that say, you know, they're not going to adjust their price, they're not going to compromise their price, as long as they're getting work at that number, then cool. But you have to adjust your number if you're not getting any work. And I'm not getting a lot of skid work, to be honest. So I may have to adjust the number a little bit. You know, a couple $100 on a job, go from 1,400 to 1,200, while the market is, you can only get what the market allows you to get. And I could go do that clearing job for $800 and I'm making money still. You know, I ain't making like I'm supposed to, but I'm earning. I'm not going backwards. All right, y'all, I'm finna pull into the Tractor Supply. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed, y'all. Keep our fingers crossed. Okay, so Tractor Supply, they have nothing there. They had like 10 different kind of blade bolts. They had the right size and the right length, but they didn't have any with the damn thing on the edge there. So we're gonna head on down here to McDonough now. Yeah, I got to, man. Well, okay, so, you know, I'm trying to think reasonably here. So what do you think I should do? Say McDonough does not have the correct blade bolts either, right? then it's a whole nother wasted trip. If they don't have I don't know, man. I hate the damn. I'm probably just gonna get all my money back, man, and figure and just start dealing with the websites and stuff. Because I don't think that I want to try to cut these. If I'm gonna try to cut them, there ain't no point in me coming down to McDonough, right? Let's just go down here and see if they got the blade bolts that I need. Then I'll continue on and you know, be good. But if they don't, then I'm probably just going to return all that and get my money back, and then reassess without having all my money hanging in the street. I just don't like money in the street like that. That's all. It's really simple. There might be another way for me to go. I like to think this is the last time I'll have to come down here, ever. Because once I start ordering this stuff online, and it'll be trial and error that way. And then once I order it, and I like ordering stuff off Amazon because I can send it back, and it's relatively easy, you know. But you can't get the exact measurement and all. It's hard to, yeah. And when you start calling these other companies to ship this stuff to you, they start charging you a lot because of how heavy everything is. I mean, so when I get on these jobs and, you know, customers start crying about how much money it costs and you know, and people saying you charge too much or whatever, this is what I think about. The times when I was actually spending money and time and not getting nothing done. I'm just saying, it's the reality. So we're gonna be down here by the raceway either way. So now if I had a job lined up with the brush cutter, then I'd be a lot more pressed. Still, I wanted to get this taken care of while I had a few days here of not having to do anything. So I ain't seen anything at Tractor Supply that would even be close. Now there's a couple of other places too that may sell this stuff. Some of the Ag Pro places might sell it. I saw online where the pin, the blade bolt, it looks like John Deere makes the same one. So, but I'm gonna find a place to order this stuff from, and I'm gonna save that info. And that's what I usually do on parts and stuff that are hard to get. And that's why these places that you buy the equipment from, no matter how good of a deal it is, if you can't get parts, you're gonna pay the piper eventually. I ain't got nothing really good to say right now, but it's just hard to get anything done, man. It's like you just run out of time, man. Everything is so time consuming. Are you really walking your dog on the interstate? Oh my God, dude. They ain't gonna like it giving me my money back though, but this is what they told me to do, so this is what I'm doing. The only way I'm not gonna get all my money back is if they have the blade bolts. If they don't have the blade bolts, I'm getting my money back on everything. We're gonna get a $460 credit. And I got the receipt. So a lot of times these places, and if they hadn't told me that they would give the money back if it didn't work, then I probably wouldn't have done it. I never in a million years thought that it was that obvious that it wouldn't work. I mean, I could have, if I'd have just looked at the pins, I would have known that ain't gonna work. And I do like that design of pen where it's got that flat face on it, because that means you don't have to grab the other side of it and, you know, hold it while you unloosen it, while you loosen it up, because that blade bolt can't spin inside there. If you got a round one, I don't see how. That's why they got the castle nut on it with the cotter pin. But once I find them, ooh, I'm gonna save that shit. Because once you have all that, then it makes it easy. Where just think how much time and money that I could save if I didn't have to, if I wasn't having to go do all this. Well, you wasn't making no money nowhere else anyway. Yeah, but I don't like spending my time like this at all. Not at all. And I want to avoid that. But the Bobcat dealer may have them over there. A lot of times these dealers, they have, you know, some, you know, parts, you know, in their inventory at the dealers. Sometimes. But these people down here do a lot of money, man. They do a lot of business. They hustlers down here for sure. Hustled me right out of 450. Quick. Okay, y'all. So they didn't have them in stock. They didn't have. Yeah, they don't have anything, man. But they gave my money back, no problem. She didn't. I mean, she was like, yeah. I didn't even look at the ticket, man. I should have looked at it. Well, damn. They gave me more back than what I thought they would. I had 4 of those stump grinder teeth. I'm just going to go to their website and order them, I guess. So